to listen to a couple of characters talking over a pot of coffee. There's no need to move from where you are. This is Curbside Pickup Podcast, where the fun high is brought to you. Toke up and enjoy the show.
My bad.
You okay? You okay?
All right.
We starting this show with some coughing. We don't know why this man is coughing. You got corona, bro? That we got to wear a mask?
No, it's not corona. I'm smoking weed. It's legal now.
Oh, yeah.
Some states.
Depending on what state you're listening to us. I guess it's okay. Here in Florida, I guess it's medicinal? Is the word?
No. They just put a bill in to get it recreational.
I hope so.
They've been doing that
The
since
last couple days, yeah.
That's something Florida needs, bro.
I've been hearing that
we got
for a while.
everything else.
Yeah.
We got the highest retirement rate.
That's why we don't have illegal.
We got the highest opiate addiction rate besides like Oklahoma.
Yeah.
We got the highest everything. We might as well have fucking weed.
And then the one podcast we talked about that these guys have the highest STDs.
Yeah.
Oh, the villages.
The villages.
Yeah.
He knows.
I know. That's the first story I heard about that. I was like, he's like, yeah, the restaurant over there was like, oh, where's it at? He's like, where the STDs are at? I'm like, whoa. I was like, I guess that's what he's like.
You think it's like, where the STDs at, yo?
That's
You at the villages.
No, I didn't mean like that. I said, like, where's the restaurant? Like, who owns this place? Where's it at? And he's like, it's the place where they have the STDs at. I'm like, where's that? Is it the villages? That's how it was.
Okay.
I wasn't asking where STDs are.
He's like, he's looking for them. I'm on the hoe.
Definitely wasn't like that.
That's where the hoes at. Shit. So we be having an interesting morning this morning.
Oh, man.
For all you guys to know.
We were having a conversation just now about random people coming up to you and asking for, green.
For drugs.
Yeah,
I was like,
drugs.
the appearance lets you know that, man, that guy right there knows where it is. Since I was a little kid, I've been asked thousands of times for drugs. I'm like, do I fucking look like I sell drugs? Because maybe I should be fucking selling drugs.
Probably be a lot rich. Be rich right now, bro.
Bro, I had people ask me for crack, for coke. Since I was little, bro, because you live in the hood, and people will drive by and they assume everybody knows where the shit is. It's like, yo, I send them to the projects all the time. Like, yo, just go to the projects. You're going to find them there.
That's why. you keep being access of the information.
That was randomly different people.
But you keep being access to the information. Yeah.
You could just be like, no, I don't. Right.
They ain't gonna believe that. Leave me alone. I don't give a fuck.
That's like the same feeling that smokers know how to bum a cigarette from another person who has them. Like a smoker will look at somebody and be like, nah, they don't got another cigarette.
How about that motherfucker?
I know how that is because I know who to ask.
Yeah, you know how to ask.
How about that motherfucker that smokes cigarettes but never buys a cigarette? He just bombs the cigarettes from everybody else.
That's a person too.
That used to be me.
That used to be you?
Yeah, and they wouldn't call me by that. Like, he's the guy that does that. I'm like, damn. All right.
Oh, you know who I am? I'm the guy who doesn't smoke blunts. I get introduced like that, like in my friend circle sometimes. Like, this is Jeremy. He doesn't smoke blunts.
Jeremy's like, what?
Like, what the fuck? Why is that how I'm introduced?
Yo, we good then.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no. Party foul.
There's party foul, bro.
Man down. Pimping the shit. And then this shit is like...
That sounds like this dude, Steven right here. Just because I don't drink, he thinks I don't drink.
Yeah.
Like, bro.
Oh, you mean because you don't get drunk, you don't drink?
Exactly. It's like, dude, if I'm at a club, I might get a drink. This thing is like, we was out one day and I got a beer. He's like, you drinking a beer?
Oh my
like,
God.
Yeah.
I was shocked, bro.
Dude was shocked. I was like, no, bro, I drink, but I don't like getting drunk. Social drinking.
And I drink because I like to get drunk.
Yeah, but see, we're different people, bro, me and you.
Like, this is me and you.
Me and you, we're different people. Because, there was a comic who said it best. I want to say it was George Lopez. I'm pretty sure it's George Lopez. If it's not, please forgive me. Yeah, the primo, the man, the machismo, the goat, George Lopez. He said, you know what? We don't drink just to drink. We drink to get all fucked up.
That's true.
And when we get together, everybody gets fucked up. And we'll be like, hey, grandma. And grandma will be like,
Bro, you impersonate him so well.
And he's like,
holy shit.
You see me when I did to grandma? She was all fucked up.
Yeah. To me, it's just I just don't like the feeling of dizziness.
Oh,
when
dude.
the room's spinning and shit, like, I hate that shit.
That's the goal. That's how you know you got there.
That's when it's like, I did it.
Yeah, that's exactly. Hello. Someone understands.
Good.
That's how you know you fucking drank
Just
enough and you can take a break. Is when you can no longer tell the corner of the room.
Yeah, And that's what I was labeled as. Well, I still am.
I tell you what, the worst thing to do when you get them spins is to fucking lay down.
Because then you want to throw up and then the
man.
You said it's the worst thing?
Yeah, okay, because then the ceiling starts spinning.
Oh, no, fuck.
It's bad enough in the room, but when you're stationary and your whole body's laying down and then it's like someone spinning a pizza pie on their hand. Like,
and then
fuck.
You want to get up and the world's still spinning too. Yeah. It's like, what do I do now? I know.
You would think you got out of a fucking fun house if you stood up in your bed at that point.
Thanks.
I don't know. I'm not a drinker. I'm a smoker, I guess.
My fucking lamp is broken right now in my bedroom.
When you smoke, you just chill.
Yeah.
You know what? But when I do, let's say when the times I do drink and I'm starting to feel buzz, I notice I talk a lot, and that's the time I talk too much. Sometimes when you smoke, you just want to chill, lay back, not really talk a lot. But when you're drunk, just talk a lot.
Fuck I want.
Just talk a lot.
You might. That's where you get into trouble too.
Yeah,
that's always.
That's kind of like Reptar. Motherfucking Reptar likes to drink, and when he gets drunk, he looks for trouble.
Bro. He cussed me out like 2 times already the last week, saying I'm gonna kick your ass next time you talk to me like that. I'm like, I wasn't even talking to you. I was talking to Adrian. Oh, I know.
Because of the shit that he made up in his mind when you're drunk.
Yeah,
I've been there.
Yeah, fuck that.
But see, that's the hard thing about it. Like, if you have to be at a pro level drinker to drink on a job, and it is such a fine line that you got to toe to make sure that you don't fall into the next category, which is just being drunk on the job. There's a big difference between having a couple drinks while working to ease it off and then being drunk on the job. And the difference is shutting up. Like, that's what I've learned in my years of doing this, because you never learn. You
perfected it.
Yeah. Shut up.
Oh, pro. Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. If you can't shut up, you drink too much.
Mm-hmm. And that's when he's drunk too much.
Yeah, you drank too much. Now you're drunk on the job. Now you're fucked. And I just hope that you don't fuck up before you lose a job and you can come back the next shift.
Jeremy, you smell like you got some alcohol on you.
That happened. I was sitting there. I got pulled into the office off the fucking line mid-rush because I'm wasted. Fucking up everything, burning people.
What?
Damn.
It was bad.
You're a fucking arsonist.
And then they're like, not on purpose. And then they're like, we're talking to you and you're not able to give us a response. You know, we can smell alcohol in your breath. And so, like, in my opinion, was like, oh, you can smell it on my breath? Shit, I guess I better stop talking. And so that's
going in your head?
That's happened in my head. So now,
but then you start getting paranoid when you start.
No. Now I'm just like sitting back and I'm actively ignoring them because I'm not going to answer them because I don't want to like put more of my alcoholic breath in the air of the tiny ass office, more than what's coming out of my nose. And they're like, and see, now you're being unresponsive, Jeremy. You really got to talk to us now. And it's like, what the fuck? I can't win. And so I got sent home, you know. Came back the next day. They're like, are you good? I'm like, yeah, why?
Like, I was fine yesterday. You motherfuckers talked a lot. You won't let me talk.
Yeah, bro. Like, had you just let me do my fucking job, I would have been fine. But you started pulling me off the line, get me all pissed off. And I'm drunk, so I come off the line real angry, like, oh, here we fucking go. Like,
I remember one time I was drunk and I just started working at a job and it was like a first
third
week.
Day on the job.
Yeah, like
this is a good idea.
Day. So I forgot I had to work. So I was already like lit.
How you forgot you had to work?
Cause I was lit. That's why. I forgot I was lit. So then I'm like, oh shit, I gotta take an Uber. Well, I'm take the Uber and I'm lit and I get out the car and I fall off the car.
Oh shit.
And the Uber drivers are like, you good? Do you want me to call somebody? Where are you going? I was like, I'm going to work. And the Uber driver's like, oh shit. I was like, all right, cool. So I'm on the floor by a certain grocery store in the job I work at, and I'm laying down, and I guess I get up and have scratches. And as soon as I get in, I go to the bathroom and change my clothes. And I guess the cops are looking for me because they said there was a guy walking out.
Bro, I see this dude coming, bro. I'm at work. He's coming in second shift.
Oh, you say?
And all I see is this dude wobbling. like this.
It's bad luck.
Bro. And I'm like, you okay, bro? Yeah, I'm fine. I was like, go bathroom. You go bathroom and change. I was like, all right. A few minutes later, like 2 minutes, I see the cop. The circles there coming.
Fuck.
Have you seen the guy walking by here?
Yeah, he works here.
And I was like, yep, he works here. He's like, he's in the bathroom right now. He's like, is he okay? I was like, I don't know, but I'm just going to tell him to go home. And the cop just sat there until he came out of the bathroom.
So I end up going to the bathroom, leaving, and he's like, yo, go home. I was like, all right, cool, whatever. So as soon as I leave, I dip and go to the liquor store. I go to the liquor store again, and that's where they stopped me. They're like, yo, you need to go home. I was like, I need to call an Uber. It's like, can you just take me home? Because my phone wasn't connected at the time. I was like, I got to be on Wi-Fi. There's no Wi-Fi right there. It's like, can I go somewhere? Wi-Fi? It's like, no, you got to stay here. I'm like, how can I call an Uber? It's like, can you take me home? He's like, no, if I take you somewhere, I have to tell... It's to what's that shit called? The asylum? Like, remember?
It's called downtown.
Called jail.
It was jail. No, but he said for the special people. Like, remember I told you what it was?
Baker acted. He was in a Baker Act. He's in the lakeside.
Just to the correction.
I don't know.
You know me, to the right there on where the courthouse is.
Oh no,
No,
but
he was probably going to send him to the crazy house.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he was
That's
trying to
what I'm saying. They were going to Baker Act him.
That's what I was trying. That's what I was saying. Yeah,
They were going to Baker Act him because he wasn't committing
drunk.
the crime. He looked like he had health problems.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I was just.
I don't know if you're drunk or you're just stupid.
Yeah, until you prove that you're drunk, he has to assume that you just got mental health
Yeah,
issues.
so I finally got an Uber, and I went home, and my roommates are like, weren't you supposed to be working right now? I was like, yeah. But they sent me home. They're like, why? I was like, I don't know. They said they didn't need me. I got the wrong shift. They're like, okay. So they still don't even know what happened.
You know that?
Yeah, when they listen, yeah, they gonna figure out that story.
So that was the past. Let's not live in the past. Let's move on.
Bro, that was over a year.
That was last year. That was the year before.
Shit happened already. Can't do nothing about
This
it.
is 2021. New year, new me.
Let's not bring this shit from the past. Come on. So, yo, Machete, tell me the story about today's
Oh God.
today's event.
Bro, today's event started from waking up. All right, so my morning routine kind of goes I gotta wake up a couple times, check the time, oh fuck that, it's too early. Go back to sleep, wake up, oh fuck that, it's still too early. And then by the time I finally get up the third time, it's still fucking 6:30 in the morning. Okay.
3 minutes went by.
6:30 in the morning, I wake up, I go smoke, I don't have a lot left. So I'm like, So I smoke a joint, a thin one, not like the one we just had. The one we just had was
that was like a golf
2.5 grams, 3 grams. But I forgot what I was saying.
Your morning.
So the goddamn
Marijuana affects the brain.
smoked the tiny ass J. So I it's early enough. It's 7 now. It's 7:30. I come out here. I'm about to make some bullets. Make some bullets. Morning routine. Get some sunlight. Figured it'd be good for me. I must have made 20 of them, and I was only able to keep 5. Bro, I was having the hardest time. I was like, man, just bad morning. You know what I mean? Wound up just melting the lead, cleaning it all up, whatever. Get the kid up, get the kid on virtual school, whatever. And then virtual school's done. Time to leave. Smoke my last little bit. Go all the way to the Kissimmee to go see my friend. And I just so happened to have a branch of the bank that I use out in Kissimmee. It's not the one I use.
I was wondering why the fuck you were allowed.
It's not the one I use. That's right here that they know me. That they'll hey, it's Jeremy. What's up? How you doing?
Yeah, you're just fuck it. I'm passing by.
I use this ATM on the regular because it's right at my friend's house. So I put $112 into the ATM to deposit it into the bank so that way I could pull out a larger amount in different increments,
Yeah.
And it eats it. It says, cash not detected. After it takes 120s and a couple ones, goes, you can hear it, and then it goes, cash not detected. So I'm like, oh, I just got robbed.
Yeah, right?
You know what I mean? No. If anybody's ever gotten robbed, there's a hell of a
money,
feeling.
Bitch.
Yeah, dog.
You didn't give me nothing. I don't know what you're talking about.
And they're like, come on, worm. Come on, big worm. That's my money. Come on, big worm. I felt like Ben Worm took my money, didn't give me no chips. I was so mad.
No chips.
Yo, no Fritos, nothing.
I was listening to Fritos.
No chili cheese Fritos, nothing. So I whip around, because it's the drive-through ATM. Pew! Whip around, walk inside, and the security guard, he goes, hey, how can I do you? I said, hey, how are you? He goes, oh, man, I'm tired.
You got into
this security guard right away. He goes, oh, man, I'm so tired. And I was like, oh, dude, I feel you, man. I feel you. He goes, what can I do for you, man?
The security guard tell you this?
Yeah, the security guard. This is the conversation I'm having with the security guard. So right away, I'm like, oh, good, I'm going to get help.
What's up, bro? Everything good here. We're best friends.
This, like, of course, I should have known with the morning I had that this was not how the story was going to go. So he goes, I tell him the ATM just ate my money, man. I just put money in the ATM and ate it, didn't put it in my account. He goes, yo, that sucks. Yo, it's dead to my face. Yo, that sucks. All right, go talk to the tellers. They'll be able to help you. I'm like, all right, cool.
Thanks. That's what I came here for.
Yeah. So I'm standing in one side of the list, two lines. He points me to one. He points the next person to the other. And I'm standing in line, and there's two people being helped at two windows. And now the one person is helping the person in front of me is like going in and out of the back, in and out of the back, in and out of the back. And then the other person
She's doing drive-through at the same time, huh?
Maybe. And then the other person on the other lane is stationary on her window. Sure enough, after the people in front of me in my lane are gone, the fucking lady disappears. So I'm waiting. I'm being patient.
I gotta go take a shit.
You know what I mean? So then she comes out and she says, what's the problem? And I'm like, the ATM took my money, didn't put it in my account. Let me see your card and your ID. I'm like, all right. But it's not going to be in the account because it didn't go through. It's the ATM. She goes, okay, I'll be right back. 10 minutes go by. Now, on a regular day, 10 minutes isn't that bad, but I got a 7-year-old kid who doesn't fucking sit still. In the middle of Corona. After everybody's already in the bank, touching on shit, leaning on shit. I've already been watching the people in front of me leaning on it. I don't know where their hands have been. You know what I mean? They're moving their mask up and down. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. And so I tell my daughter, don't touch anything. So instead of her not touching shit, she's like rolling her body across back and forth. Like, and it's like, dude, your hands are the cleanest part of you now. What the fuck? And that's 10 minutes of watching her just contaminate everything around her. And then the lady brings my card and my ID back, puts it on the desk of the girl next to her, says something, whispers in her ear, and disappears again. So right away in my head, it's like,
this lady.
That was an unprofessional transfer of service.
Yeah.
I already know what that is.
I gotta go back.
I already know what that is. I already know what's going on. So now I'm irritated. So now I watch this lady take care of everybody else in her lane that was there after me. Before she even...
So it's like, next.
I'm at this point, I got my ass on their counter, and I'm just looking at the security guard. The security guard's just like,
I'm sorry.
Sorry, bro. You sucks, bro. Yeah, exactly. And I'm not posing up there. I got a little girl. I'm not gonna cause no problems. I'm not gonna embarrass myself for her. So it's like,
yeah,
patience.
Wait.
Patience.
How long did you end up waiting for?
I was in the bank for an hour total. And then the lady is helping the last person, little deposit. She's trying to get a little bit of backstory before the guy disappears and she can give me her full attention. She's like, what's going on? And I tell her again. The ATM robbed me. I put it in
they weren't robbed you.
I put the money in the ATM. It closed it.
The ATM robbed me.
The ATM robbed me, dog.
Give me your money, bitch.
Yo,
I was at the ATM. The motherfucker sucker punched me, right? He put me on the ground. He robbed me, bro. He robbed me.
And so I'm trying to tell her this lady, and she goes, okay, so we're going to look in your account. I'm like, it's not going to be in the account. It never hit the account because it just ate it. And then after I took my card out and put it back in and tried to do the same thing with the cash deposit, it said function not available. So I broke the fucking thing. And so now she gets the picture. Now she understands, and now she has the availability to help
How hard
me.
is that to understand?
35 minutes worth
What
me just standing there waiting around for someone to understand what the fuck I needed. 35 minutes. Beyond the security guard who got it right away. Smartest guy in the fucking building.
You guys should fucking put that motherfucker
He should
to be the teller right here.
Smartest guy in the fucking building. Doesn't even have his boots tied up. Swear to God. And so she's like, oh, okay, well, we usually have that serviced every day. I'm not sure if the Guardia has come yet. I don't know when they're going to come. I can call them. And that's the most I can do. And I'm like, thank you. That's very nice. But I'm not leaving here with that
My money.
I can't.
Yeah.
I have a little girl. We're on a fixed income. Like, I got to have that. She's like, okay, I'll put you on the waiting list to see our manager, our general manager, because she's the only one that can help you with that. And I'm like, fine. And I'm waiting again now.
Bro, the fucking ATM, you don't got a camera? They can just look at when you got there, like,
That's
they can
my,
see that you
that's
put
my
money in it.
logic. That's why I didn't let them give me the runaround.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, how do we know that it was you? And I said, because you have cameras. You have cameras of me being pulled in. You have cameras of me coming up to the ATM machine. You have
And they got cameras probably of your hand doing
with
everything
me,
else.
And, I count it in the car so they could see on the camera as a habit.
Yeah.
And then I put it in, and then they see me pull around and come right into the bank so they know which car is mine. There's nothing that's stopping them from helping me.
Hell no.
So it takes forever and a day, and for the threat of me closing my account, for them to, and then the manager doesn't even fucking help me. Some other lady comes and help me because I don't want to sit down. Well, I can come and help you. Yeah. After she becomes, like, the manager just became available as this lady wants to come pull my attention. It's like, now I'm telling somebody else something,
Yeah,
and I'm eventually going to tell somebody else again the whole story again. It was dumb.
That was a real life fucking one of those calls when you call the press two.
Yeah, I got transferred. I got transferred all over.
That's like a real life situation.
And so when I finally got to this lady's desk, and she was like, "What's going on?" I told her. I said, I got passed around. There was no communication with me. I got a horrible service. I never get this kind of service at these branches. I don't know what's going on. I'm a loyal customer. I need to know how I'm going to get this fixed today before I leave, because all you fuckers are handing around my ID like it's a goddamn candy. That's the way I'm going to fucking drive home, bitches. Give me my shit. So they finally get the picture, and they're going, we're going to go talk to the manager. Like, oh, okay, thanks, because I wasn't going to fucking do that myself.
Right?
Like, I was in line. Like, you came to me saying, hey, the manager says they're going to help you, but what can I do? Like, now you're going to go fucking...
The moment you look at security guard again, the guy goes, sucks, dude.
Bro, and then every time my kid would be like, Dad, I would not be, if you listen to the store, if you listen to the show before, you'll understand that my voice carries. So she's like, Dad, we're wasting our time. So I take that opportunity to respond to my 7-year-old who's naturally impatient because she's 7. I know we're wasting our time here, but I gotta wait. What else can I do? So now everybody gets the idea, like, oh shit, he's not happy.
Hell yeah.
And I don't have a lot of money. I don't have a big account, but the little shit that I have, that's big to me.
That nigga pissed.
You know what I mean? That little bit of the money they count in that big giant nationwide branch that has billions and billions of dollars. My little drop in that shit, that's big to me.
Bro, it's your money.
That's my money. I need that shit today. It's my money and I need it now.
On the bank, $100. See what happens.
That ass, bro.
Sir, you owe us $100. Nah, I don't.
And so they come back and they're like, we're going to give you the credit. We're going to give you the credit for what you say you deposit, and then we'll just do our own double checking. Thank you.
Exactly.
And fucking, you wouldn't believe it unless
you were there for like an hour?
I was there for an hour. Guess
hour.
what I saw driving away?
Oh,
I saw Gardenia out there at the ATM with it open looking at it. They were there.
Who's Gardenia?
The armored truck company that does the money stuff.
They just got there?
I don't know if they just got there, but the shit was wide open. So it's like, oh, they're not going to come for me, but here they fucking are. Fuck you, bitches. Yeah, never going to use that branch again.
Fuck that. Where's the card?
And I only use that ATM because it gives you 50s. And I know my friend likes to get bigger increments. He's going to have to get 20s from every other ATM now, motherfucker.
That sucks, bro.
I ain't never going back to that bank
That's
again.
the fucking worst experience in the best. Especially like you just like, I'm going to be in, and now 1 hour later.
Bro, like I sent the message, hey, I'm in the neighborhood, just hitting the bank. I'll be there in a couple minutes. 10 minutes later, I got to hit him back again.
Like,
hey, sorry.
Where are you coming from, bro?
And then I call him, and an hour is as I'm almost hitting an hour, and he goes, God damn, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, man, I'm almost done. I'm still not done. I'm almost done. I think they're about to bring me my shit so I can drive away. I'll text you when I'm walking out the doors. And he goes, all right, I'll be waiting.
That's horrible.
Like, I could have been, I shit you not, I had planned this since I woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning that I was going to make this quick trip out to where I need to go.
Get
boom,
your money,
boom.
bro. It takes like tops 5 minutes, bro.
Bro. Fucking nonsense, man. I was so mad. And then I go to my friend's house and they got everything in the menu and they hit me with a couple shits and I walked out of there smiling like a motherfucker.
Say, yo, for all this trouble, can you deposit another 100? That will make me fucking happy right now.
Nah, man, I didn't want to come off like that, you know, because that's what they were afraid of. They were like, how do we know you deposited money at all? How do you know you're not just fucking with us? Yeah. It's like, bro, because I broke your ATM. You can go out there and look right fucking now. It's not taking cash. Now, it was the thing that pissed me off. The guy that went out there to look at it, went out there, looked at somebody else, withdraw money, came right back in, said, it's working. Like, no, you dick. You went out there without enough information because after he realized... He
just went and looked and came back?
Yeah, and without all the information...
Nobody here.
So when he came back in, he was like this... When he finally realized that it was the part that takes the money, not gives it, that was broken, he was like, oh. And then went back to his window. Didn't want to go back out to look. Didn't want to be bothered. Like, but man, fuck around. But fuck around, bro. Here's the thing.
Scam the bank for $120.
Here's the thing, dude. Had I went in there speaking Spanish, I would have been welcomed like a fucking family member, bro. I'm sitting here, I'm sitting here looking at everybody getting all the best service, and I'm waiting for hours. Just for someone to understand what the fuck happened. And the only fucking English-speaking motherfucker was a security guard. Knew what the hell was the problem right away.
Shout out to security guard, bro.
God damn it, I was so mad. And then I whip out to see Gardenia there fixing it right away. You fucking ass. You mother suckers.
That motherfucker. I'm telling you, I live in Kissimmee. If you don't speak Spanish, you can't communicate.
Fuck that noise.
It's the truth. Okay. I was told that too by multiple people.
I always tell like American people, if they want to go to a Spanish country but don't want to leave the country, just go to Kissimmee.
Yeah,
you're in the Spanish country.
You'll feel real alienated right away. Believe me, I fucking know.
But at least you know, you're Hispanic,
if I'm
so
quiet,
you look like
I can hide.
So they probably expect you to speak Spanish.
That's the worst part. They get disappointed because you can tell right away by the way I speak that I don't speak lick of Spanish because I don't have any I just don't sound it. You know what I mean? If Spanish is your first native tongue and then you learn English afterwards, forgive me, but.
No, you're like him. Like you don't even like speaking Spanish.
I speak Spanish, but when people come to me speaking Spanish, I'm like, what?
You don't speak. I never heard you speak Spanish. Maybe words here and there, but not a full sentence.
He could take orders in Spanish though.
Yeah, he's hurt. I just don't
I've
do
heard
it.
him interact with customers.
I just don't do it in front of you because I'd rather have you deal with it.
Oh, thanks. And then right away, John, like, he'll speak Spanish. You speak Spanish.
No, because then there's that whole secondary information when they want to have a whole conversation like you're cool, and then you're like,
I don't know.
I can't keep up with that.
Happened. Yeah.
Like I got pepperoni.
Pepperoni?
Like I got you on that because I understand like a drop in the bucket.
Yeah.
So it's got to be spoken.
You didn't grow up around Spanish, huh?
No, I grew up around Spanish as if it was a code to use around kids. So they didn't know what the fuck you were talking about.
Oh, okay.
This is my dude, right?
I was always around Spanish, but anytime I said what that means, they're like, get out of here.
Oh, okay. I see. They spoke Spanish, but they didn't teach your ass because they didn't know what you said.
Yeah, they were talking shit.
That's fucked up.
Oh, here comes this fucking kid again.
How about in your family? Who speaks Spanish?
Everybody.
No, but like they actually just speak Spanish to each other.
Just my grandma. That's why I spoke Spanish. But when she passed, I stopped speaking Spanish because no one else does it.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. The difference how you're like stay
to that.
Just talking more.
I mean, they speak
English
Spanish
than Spanish, but like if somebody if I speak Spanish to you, will you understand anything I say, or I go too fast? You're like, forget it, bro. I just picked up hola and
no.
Hola, mi nombre es, and that's it.
No, if there's no context to what you're talking about, I'll have no idea what you're saying. But if I get the gist of like if you're lost and you need directions, I can help you. Like if you're trying to tell me where you're going, I can probably figure out where it is, and I can be like, whatever. But there's a cultural thing to that, because I remember being told as a kid that I wasn't taught Spanish because they didn't. My grandparents didn't want me to have an accent.
What do you mean?
Because it was in the 90s, you were held back. To have an accent was to be like limited by jobs.
But why you have an accent? Because you were speaking Spanish
first, and then learned English after.
All right. I see.
So it was more like the only thing that would hinder me from getting a job would be the name.
Okay.
But then as soon as if you were to call, you sound like this. Hi, how are you?
Yeah.
My name is Jeremy.
Anybody can sound like that as long as you like concentrate so hard on enunciation. Like, hello, this is
when
me.
When for them, my grandparents, when they were doing it or whatever, and I guess they're
no, but I see what they're trying to say though.
Yeah, they had a harder time, I guess, if you would, because they're older, so they had to, I don't know the whole story. You know what I mean? I just know that's
call it jobs like, hello, my name is Luis.
Exactly.
Yo quiero trabajar, señor.
My name is Juan. Oh, here we go. Juan, what do you do? I can do the plumbing. I can do electric, carpentry.
I'm good at anything.
Yo, really? I learned all that shit by the time I was 12. I learned how to do shingles on the roof, to tiles on the floor, to carpentry. I know how to use a table saw, a circular saw, a hand saw, wet saw.
That's good, bro. It's good to know. I don't know shit about that.
And he knows how to build
a house. You know how to build a house if you have to build your own house?
If I had to build a house, I could, but it would be like shit.
I think it's good to have to know how
like
to
I need to do it a couple times. Like I would start small, make a shack.
Yo, you ever seen that one video?
Bro, by the way, that bet I'm getting $20.
He's $20 richer now.
Yup.
He made a bet yesterday on football.
On football.
That's it. He's $20 richer.
$20, bro. You know.
He's excited for $20.
It's a good game. It's good when you win.
I told Reptar yesterday. He's like, how much you get betting on this game? I was like, $20. Like, $20? Really? That's it? I was like, I bet $2,000. I'm like, oh, yeah, I ain't betting no $2,000 on the game.
Yeah, he ain't.
That's something to get excited though. But he ain't betting no $2,000.
No, he's sucking shit.
I was like, oh,
but see, I've seen people.
$2 million.
I've seen people who bet on games and they can't pay their people back.
Mm-hmm. I've seen.
You know what I mean? Like, I've had to stiff arm somebody for $10. Looks like, bro, you're not going to stiff me, bro. Like, I work with you. I know you make money.
People try to stiff you all the time.
You know what I mean?
He said, I work with you. Like, for you work with us. I know how much money you make it.
Yo, dead ass, bro. This dude at one of the last jobs I had, big restaurant, he's always betting. And so I got into it good because that was like the last year that my team was good. The Spurs, San Antonio, shout out.
Oh.
This was like one of the last years they were good, man, because they ain't been good for a while.
Yeah, they suck.
Fuck you.
Yeah. Got into this, I just gotta say, yeah, they suck. All right.
Fuck you again.
But,
if you're listening to this and you don't like the Spurs, fuck you.
Only Spurs fans.
Anyways.
Like, what sport is this? Oh, sorry.
Anyways, yeah, so the betting money, making money, betting good money, making good money. Then I started losing. And I was like, fuck this. And I was out. But I was able to pay everybody, like, as soon as this game was over, if I lost, you know what I mean? I made sure to have it set aside, and that way they didn't fuck with my life.
Give me my money.
Yo, dead ass, bro. People want their shit. As soon as that buzzer goes, they want
Where
their
my
fucking money, bro.
Yeah,
and you pay that shit right then and there to keep the good relationship going. That way, they're good, you're good. You can bet higher next time. You know what I mean? That's how the game's supposed to fucking go.
You a gambler?
No, I'm not economically stable enough to be a good gambler.
If you had money, would you be a gambler?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Because
I don't know about for real.
I look at gambling the same way I look at the stock market. You're investing.
It's just risky.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's risky.
You can lose it, you can win it.
You can lose it in both places. On the gambling table and on the stock market, the only difference is one is really, really, really immediate.
Yeah. You lost.
You lost or you won. You lost or you won. You lost or you won. That's it. Stock market, you could wait a few months and then lose. And you're like, I should have saw it coming.
Yeah,
or you could wait a few months and then you can win. Like, I knew it was going to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I used to do FanDuel, like the little
What's
betting
that?
on that. FanDuel.
What's that?
It's like some shit, like an app.
Online gambling.
Yeah, it's an online gambling.
Okay. Like a casino or like for games?
For sports.
For sports,
For sports.
yeah.
Okay.
I used to do that but I'll put like $10 in. Sometimes I'll win another $10. I'm gonna get my money back. But then I just started losing all the time. I'm like, yeah, fuck this. I gave up because I was losing a lot of money. I was like, I'm good.
So you're a bad gambler.
Yeah, basically.
It's like, I'm always playing on the loser. Shit.
Yeah, I'm not good at this.
That's why he's so excited about $20. The first
Yeah,
time
for us, I'm saying, like, I just won $20.
Finally.
That's why I said winning is good.
I've done fantasy footballs with leagues and stuff, and I put $40 and I lost. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, but the
$40.
fantasy leagues, you have to like invest.
Yeah,
you
you
know what I
gotta
mean? You
pay
got to
attention
invest
to
time. You got to watch
You
the
gotta pay
players. You got to make sure they don't get hurt. You got to do this and you got to that. It's like being in the stock market.
Yeah. Basically for 16 weeks.
It's nonsense.
Yeah.
I remember that being a big thing at one of the restaurants I worked at.
I guess with the stock market though, you just have more information to know where to bet at. True. But yeah, and that way you're just like taking a wild guess.
Where do you get the information though? How do you know it's reliable?
Well, you got to follow who you're going to invest on, like the company. So depending what, like say you want to buy stocks on Tesla, then you learn about Tesla. Is it a company you feel like it's going to grow? Or is it a company you feel like, no, what the fucking they're doing, they're going nowhere? Or apparently they're, of course they're going somewhere. So you invest stocks into them. The stocks will go up and go down, but that price varies on how many people sell stocks and buy stocks. You know what I mean?
But the stock market isn't the economy, and the economy isn't the stock market. So one can fail and the other can thrive. Kind of like what's going on right now.
Yeah, I mean,
it's kind of
the stock market is not something that you want to put all your money in.
Yeah,
it's just something you have to learn that you could make money with. You know what I mean?
I look at it and it's like, no matter how much. For example, I'll give you an example. LimeWire.
Yeah,
you know who LimeWire is? They sell tickets for concerts.
I remember LimeWire back in the days.
Yeah, LimeWire. Live Nation.
No, yeah, Live Nation.
Because LimeWire is
like downloading like free music.
Okay. You're right. Live Nation. Okay, so when Live Nation, when the Corona thing first came, Live Nation plummeted as a company, almost went bankrupt.
They didn't go bankrupt. They're still around.
Bro.
Thank God.
Bro.
I thought
They've turned the shit around so much that the people that have held on to their stock saw a 500% increase.
Awesome.
It's almost unheard of.
But Live Nation, now they're doing like streaming shows. Yeah, I've seen people.
And people are wanting to invest into that. And so the company is finding new ways of revenue. So what I'm saying is like, before the Corona, like nobody knew that was going to happen. No one could have foreseen that. So putting money into a Live Nation stock would have been a good investment because that's something that is going to consistently just make money. People
they do Coachella
like concerts.
They do Coachella too.
People like concerts. Yeah. So it's still risk, but you feel confident in it.
Exactly. That's what stocks is.
And then Corona, boom, lost
everything up.
Lost. Yeah. I don't see it much very different as Russian roulette putting the ball on the red or the black.
True. But that's what I mean by you have more information because at least you know where the money could go, where we just bet on the red and black. Like,
So turn the wheel.
And also in stocks, if you know the company is going shit, you take your money out before it hits the bottom. Because if you hit the I don't think you lost your money, you know what I mean?
And you fucked.
With the red, you're like, can I just get like a little bit of my money back? I gotta get home, bro. I gotta pick up the bus. You ever seen that movie In Time with Justin Timberlake?
Oh, the time.
I
He's like,
love
the numbers.
that
That's a great movie. That's one of my
That's
favorite
a
movies.
great movie.
I'm on my favorite.
With the numbers, right? And then he
That
motherfucker
shit's
just
fire.
bet his whole, like, basically his whole life. He's like, brrrr, and then that motherfucker won.
That's a great movie. I remember seeing that shit.
And that gives you like a real perspective on how like the class system works.
Yeah.
Like even currently.
Yeah.
You know what I
Like a
mean?
good metaphor, like, you know what I mean? Like,
That's what I thought
movie
it
was
was
like-
kind of.
Because
that movie's a good movie.
like you have to give up everything.
Surprisingly, because
if you want to trade
if you looked at
classes.
shit, the trailers, you're like, man, that movie is kind of whack.
I saw it on Redbox. I think I didn't go to theaters or anything.
I love that movie. Probably on my top.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. You finished watching
I fell asleep.
The Last Jedi? You started though, like at least a piece?
Yeah, and then I fucking fell asleep. Like I had, and then I fell asleep. Then
You watch Mandalorian?
Yeah, I watched all both
I
seasons.
want to watch both. I only saw like the last like 3 episodes of the new season because my roommates watched that shit. It looked good.
You saw the first 3 episodes?
The last 3 episodes of the new season.
You gotta, did you watch first season?
Bro,
Yeah, I would just watch
total
it 'cause it was
disservice.
Right. It's like, I don't know,
gotta
but
watch-
you're not a big Star Wars fan at all, so.
on. Well, Mandalorian, it looked fire, so I might
Yeah, it
just
is.
watch it.
Yeah, my son wasn't.
I
into
gotta
Star
finish the
Wars.
first season. I haven't started the second season.
It's so worth it.
I gotta
dude. It's
finish
so
the
good.
first season. Like, I tried to watch it the other day. What the fuck?
Bro. It's
Village is on fire.
yo. That's not funny, bro.
Yeah, for I gotta go.
Because I'm a crazy person, so it's like, oh, it started. It's begun. Here we go. I'm gonna turn the news on. It's gonna be breaking news. Martial law in effect.
Oh shit!
You know?
So I told Machete to watch The Last Jedi yesterday.
Uh-huh.
Because to me, it's the worst Star Wars movie
The worst.
in all the Star Wars movies.
The Last Jedi.
That one to me is
Is it the
worst
old
one.
ones or is it
No,
the
it's
new ones?
one of the newer ones.
It's number 8 to be precise.
Oh,
All right,
Yeah.
you never seen Star Wars. Like,
I've
you
seen
probably
the
seen
first
bits and
3.
pieces.
I seen like the Mace Windu when Samuel Jackson ones, like the first 2 he was in or whatever.
Oh,
you saw
so
those?
Yeah, I saw
episode
those,
1, 2,
yeah.
and 3.
You saw 1, 2, and 3? That's crazy. All right.
Yeah, but
Well, because
Now you gotta
episode
watch the other ones, which the other ones are made before those.
well, episode 1, I remember it was weird because it came out, you know, in Anakin Skywalker. It was like 10 or
like,
11 in the
Darth
movie.
Maul one, I watched that. Darth Maul.
Darth
whatever.
Maul. That was
Yeah.
Phantom Menace. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that.
Oh, I hit the wrong button. So the guy in the movie was 10 or 11 when they recorded the film. So when I go to see the movie, I see a 10 or 11-year-old. I'm 10 or 11 at the same time. Right away, I'm like, that's me. You know, as a little kid.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
As a little kid, that's me. That's so me. And then there's the pod racing scene. Oh my God, the pod racing scene was ridiculous.
I think I could see.
Like, that's me. I'm the pod racing kid. But I knew, like, I know this
Oh
person.
shit, that's Natalie Portman.
That's Natalie Portman.
I didn't even know that. Damn.
Yeah.
Bro, boy crush all day long. You know what I mean? Again, the movie
Then she
came
was
out
mad
right
young,
when
too.
I was the
She was
same
like
age.
15 here, I think.
Nah, she wasn't 15.
She's been in the industry for that long.
Dude, yeah, her first movie was The Professional. She was a kid.
I did not know that.
Or one of her first
Well,
movies was The Professional.
In the movie, she's supposed to be 15. She's probably a little bit older, but
Really?
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
Because
she was
Anakin's
that
10.
young.
Anakin's 10.
I know
And
Anakin
the
was
princess
10.
is 15. They're 5 years apart. So that's why in the second
I
one...
thought they were way older apart.
No. But in the second one, when Anakin's older now, remember he's 20, it's 10 years. Because she even says 10 years, they haven't seen each other.
Yeah.
He's 20 years old, she's now 25. You know what I mean?
And then they get it
Then
on.
Intergalactic. You into Marvel? Oh,
What? Marvel
you
is-
follow
I
Marvel
like
at all? Like, what have you not seen yet?
I've only done for my son. So I've
You
only,
seen the last ones, like all the
Avengers.
Avenger ones?
I've finished the series.
Oh, okay.
So you haven't watched
Marvel. I like Marvel.
You just haven't watched Ant-Man? You saw
I haven't watched all like the
There's
like
a few-
the
there's a few he
direct
hasn't seen.
plug movies.
Have you
saw
seen any
all
of the Thors?
Yeah, I've seen the Thor.
All the Thors?
So there's a weird thing about the Thor movie. Okay,
Which Thor, though?
the first Thor. So
Okay.
check me out. Let me see if you remember this. All right, because I remember watching Thor for the first time, and he's in the cafe, and he takes the drink or the coffee or whatever the fuck it is, and he goes, "Oh, this drink is fantastic," and he throws it on the ground, and it smashes everywhere, and he goes, "I'll have another." I can't find that in any of the fucking Thor movies now. Every time I fucking watch it.
Really?
He doesn't smash a cup anymore. I don't fucking know what happened to it now.
I don't know.
It's just not there. The part where he looks at Natalie Portman, he goes, "I will not smash again." And
Yes,
they're like,
in the restaurant is when they first take him out to drink or eat or whatever. After he got out of the hospital.
yeah, it's not there.
Really? I think they edited a lot of shit for Disney Plus. If you probably look at a DVD or like a movie, it's probably there.
Natalie Portman was 13 years old when she first started acting.
Yeah, but not in this movie.
Not in that movie.
When she's in the first Star Wars.
No, in that movie, I bet you was the professional.
Yeah, it was a professional.
Boom, called it.
She was born in 81.
The Phantom Menace. The Phantom Menace.
She was born in 81. So.
And then there's all this other shit that I didn't know happened. The Empire of Dreams, the story. I didn't know that shit was there.
Oh, that's just how it's made.
Because this is all in chronological order
I follow
of how
the cartoon, so I don't know. Yeah,
how
that's the Clone Wars. The Clone Wars is during the second movie.
Yeah.
What's it called? The second movie.
Attack of the Clones.
Attack of the Clones. Attack of the Clones.
99, she was 17.
She was 17 in that movie. See? But she was playing a 15-year-old.
Yeah. And see, I was 10 years old. I got the hots for a 17-year-old. I've always been into older girls.
Yeah.
Always.
But you don't like Marvel?
I was never into the superheroes, man.
Iron Man's dope. I like Spider-Man. That's the reason I got in.
I like the Spider-Man movies when they came out with Tobey Maguire.
All right. Have you seen Spider-Verse?
Yes.
You like that
I've seen
one?
that with my kids. Yeah, that's dope.
Okay. Now, they're planning on doing a real Spider-Verse. Where
I know, with Tobey Maguire and all the other Spider-Man.
But Tobey Maguire right now is asking for a lot of money.
How much is he asking for?
Well,
I don't know. I just know he's like asking for
give
more.
it to him. He's the first fucking Spider-Man.
True. Probably like, dude, you only need to move for like 3 seconds. I don't care. Give me my
30
money.
million.
Give it to him. The movie's gonna sell like fucking crazy. He's not dumb.
Yeah, the movie is gonna
The fucking the other people are being greedy is what it is. He's not dumb.
Yeah, it's like, yo, give me my motherfucking money, bro. You ain't getting no Spider-Man.
Because the reality is, we shouldn't be looking at him being a jerk for asking too much. We should be looking at the other people for saying, okay, well, if he's asking this much, give it to him, and then give the same amount to everybody else. Because
they don't have they're gonna make a deep fake some other time. That's what they do nowadays. Like,
it's gonna be all of his old shots from the first 3 movies.
You don't need to act. Just give me your face. We good. We have another actor play you.
They had that dude.
That's fucked up, man.
You're like a little bitch, anyways. That Spider-Man to me was too. Like the first one and two was the best out of that trilogy. But I think by 3, he became like a wimp.
I didn't like 3.
You know what I mean?
I didn't like 3.
I didn't like the way that he was.
The first one was the Green Goblin dude, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was dope. Because William Dafoe is amazing. You know, he really brought that.
Is that who Green?
That's the Green Goblin guy, yeah. And then in the second one, it was dope too.
To me, that's the best one.
Yeah, with Doc Ock, right?
Doc Ock, yeah.
Yeah, because that had a great story. And again, he's a great actor too, the guy who played Doc Ock.
Oh, yeah.
He's fantastic. But then, when Spider-Man 3 came out, at the time I was into it because I was a teenager and like my mental health was on the shit. So I looked at him going back and forth between the red and the black suit like a representation of my own, like switching in my head, like being crazy and all the time. So like at first I liked it, but then going back and watching later, I was like, this is really poorly done. Like the Sandman could have been a way bigger part of the movie because he had a much more like emotional story. Oh. But they gave it to the photographer guy.
They put too much shit in there.
Yeah, and the photographer guy with
like now with Venom alone, that's perfect. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because if there would have been just Spider-Man and only Venom, it would have been nice because then you focus more on Venom. But in that one, they put Venom, the Sandman, and then they had to deal with his fucking.
I didn't like that one. I think
part about his own problems and shit. It's like too much shit in there.
And the dance scene was like,
yeah,
it was a funny break at the time, but then it's like you watch it again, the movie again, you're like, why was that there?
But then the other Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man, I like those two.
I didn't see those.
I like the first one though. The second one's okay, but the first one's definitely good. The only thing is like very similar to the first one with Tobey Maguire because it's another like. I don't know why they did it, but I guess if they do it now, the way they do it, I guess it'll make sense. But basically, it's like start the story all over again.
My name's Peter Parker.
Yeah, my name's Peter Parker. And that's why I like Spider-Verse, because it kind of like played that well. Like that was the reason why those two movies are like that.
I played the video game with the Spider-Verse thing. I think it's fire on the PS5.
So let me ask you this:
Venom, yeah.
What's the difference between watching like the Spider-Man movies or like the Marvel movies, like binge watching them or whatever, and then binge watching Lord of the Rings?
That's a whole different. I like watching.
I just think like time wise, you're gonna spend the same amount of time sitting watching a movie.
I didn't find it interesting. I watched like 2 hours of it. I'm just like, damn, it's almost over, right? I gotta go. And he's like, it's 2 more hours. I'm like, what? I was like, bro,
They just started walking.
like,
They just started walking.
yeah. I was like, all right, bro.
Just became the Fellowship.
I was there. I watched it later. He's like, yeah, bro, it's like 4 of them. I'm like, what?
There's 3.
Oh, okay. I said 3. So it's like 12 or something.
There's 6 of them.
There's 6?
The Hobbit.
The Hobbit doesn't.
Is the Hobbit
It's
long?
a whole different story.
But it becomes part of it
Barely.
towards the end.
In the same way that
I mean, it really, yeah. In a way, you don't need to know it to get, because Lord of the Rings is after. But if you count all the movies, it's really 6.
Nah, bro. When he said 2 more hours, I was like,
You know what I haven't gone through is Harry Potter. I only
All the
got through 4 movies. I don't know the rest.
I did.
see that's the Harry Potter's one is forgivable though, because as an avid Harry Potter fan, the director's kind of, I don't know. For me, personally, they dropped the ball on what to include and what to exclude in the books, and the fact that they split up the last book by 2 movies and still missed crucial parts of the story.
Yeah.
It's like what
I guess
what was the point?
Like that, so.
What was the point of splitting the movie if you were going to miss so much? But up until you get to the 3rd or 4th movie, movies are fantastic.
Oh, so
You said after the 3rd or 4th?
After the first,
I've been watching the crappy ones?
No. The ones in the beginning are better. No. The ones in the
Tony
beginning are
watches
better. The one in the beginnings are better. The first 3, up to
That's
the
all I
4th.
watched.
To me, I like the Prison of Azkaban.
That's a great one.
That's the best.
Sorcerer's Stone.
Goblet of Fire is great. Sorcerer's Stone is great. And Chamber of Secrets is
That's
great.
all I watched.
As soon as you get to 5, 6, 7, and 8, those movies is kind of like.
Oh, okay. Thank God. I was about to say.
I thought you meant those were the better ones.
No.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, what the
Because at that point, like Voldemort becomes a big threat. That
I don't know the end yet because
Wait, Voldemort's the dude that gave the scar. Yep.
No, I know that.
I'm just
That's
making
not
sure.
even a secret. It's been
I'm
out
just-
in the whole
He
beginning
had,
of the
he
movie.
had to verify who the villain was.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. I had to verify. I was like, wait, that's that guy, right? Oh, remember that one time I told the secret? Bro.
So you know how they remade Lion King?
Yeah.
Not in cartoon, but in whatever.
Yeah.
You know, this was shipped before the pandemic, so movie theater's still out. So this guy came, and they were going to watch that movie, and you know it's an old ass movie, right? So you tell what you tell that dude.
So I
Did
was
you
like,
spoil it?
bro, so I said, so he's like, yeah, we're gonna watch the movie. He's like, oh, everyone see that movie, bro. He's like, remember Mufasa dies? And he's like, I've never seen the movie before. I'm like, oh shit, bro. He's like, yeah, you just ruined it. I'm like, my bad, bro.
Listen, man, that guy is lying, and he was being
an
a
old
dick.
Man. He was an old man too.
That's how I know he was lying and being a dick, because he was seeing your reaction. Because I've done that on purpose.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, fuck that. Then there's no way in God's green earth any American hasn't seen Lion King. Okay?
Right? It's like you know what's going to happen. We did ruin Endgame for the other coworker we had there, because I ruined it first and he ruined it last.
I forgot what it was.
Because he didn't see Endgame yet, and I thought he did, and I was like, yeah, yo, in the part when they cut Thanos' head off, he's like, yo, shit, Thanos' head's cut off, and I was like, oh, fuck. All right, I'm not telling you nothing.
What the fuck?
Oh, it's just the thing. And then I don't know how the conversation got, but then later, another day, he told us like, and then I guess he's explained to me how I spoiled the movie to him, but he didn't tell him what part I told him yet, which is still the beginning of the movie, you know what I mean? This motherfucker goes, oh yeah, and then Iron Man died. It's like, thanks.
That was hilarious. I remember that.
Bro, I spoiled the movie.
I got one like that I did on purpose. But I didn't think it was that bad until like the reaction that I got from the people. And I was like, oh, I guess I made a social faux pas.
Oh.
But it was right after Carrie Fisher died.
Who's Carrie Fisher?
Oh, with Star Wars?
Shut up.
Bro, think about it.
No, I don't. I'm not. Everybody knows who Carrie Fisher is.
This dude's getting young, bro. How old are you?
She's Princess Leia. It was right after Princess Leia died in real life. It was right after Carrie Fisher died.
Well, no,
He's still looking it up. Like, who the fuck is Princess Leia?
Princess Leia. I already forgot.
So right after she died, the movie's coming out. I'm working.
I never
feel like being an asshole. And there's a group of younger kids. They're all hyped up to see the movie. And I don't know, man. Something about it I felt like being a dick. I don't know. I was just being a dick. And they were talking about being excited. And I was like, yeah, man. But everybody knows, Princess Leia dies in the end because Carrie Fisher just died. Yeah. It was fucking headline news. It's not a fucking shock, okay? I didn't ruin anybody's fucking life by this joke. I said, yeah, Princess Leia dies in the end. And they turned from where they were and they looked at me and they were like, with this big, sad, open jaw mouth looking like, oh, she does. Like, bro, how the fuck do you not see that coming? She can't further record material for the next movie. She's fucking dead. They have to end the character. What more do you want out of this woman's life? You know what I mean? She's giving you years of her career.
You know what movie somebody spoiled, but they didn't spoil it the right way? So the whole time, I guess I got surprised anyway, so they didn't really spoil it. Anyways, Sixth Sense. You ever watch Sixth Sense? You seen that movie?
Yeah.
No, he hasn't. He's not in his head.
Bruce Willis.
Okay. All right.
Good
So Sixth
save.
Sense.
That movie, someone spoiled that movie to me too, because I didn't know the kid was dead the whole time or something, right?
No, see.
Oh.
That's what they told me. They told me the kid was dead the whole time.
Where the kid is not dead.
And I went with the idea that the kid was dead, but it came out to be that Bruce Willis was dead.
Yeah, Bruce Willis is dead.
So there's a spoiler for
Because
if
the
you
kid
didn't see it.
says, I see dead people. So the whole time, Bruce Willis is the ghost, trying to figure out this kid who can see ghosts.
It just amazes me, like, young people. Like, you knew Will Smith rap?
Yeah.
All right. Because some people, they're like, man, how do you... like, Will Smith's a dropout CD right now, whatever, right? And people are like, oh, what the fuck? Why is Will Smith trying to rap now? Be like,
He's been rapping. That's
he
what
fucking
started.
rap. He started rapping. You know what I mean?
Do you know Eddie Murphy sings?
Yeah. He has a hit song, too. I forget what the name of the song is. You never think it's him. They plays on the radio, and you'll be like, oh, shit, I forgot that's Eddie Murphy.
My girl wants to party all the time, party all the time.
I thought that was like a funny song. It was supposed to be a funny song, right? Was it supposed to be a serious song, or was that supposed to be a funny song?
No, it's a serious
He put out a
song.
whole record, bro.
Yeah.
The number you have reached has been disconnected.
I forgot what we were talking about, so don't worry about it.
Shit happens, bro. Scooby.
Oh, shit.
That shit happens.
Yo, I'm about to cut this off because we're in overtime anyways.
Oh, shit, I gotta go.
Yo, everybody say goodbye.
Adios.
Say see you next time.
See you next time.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening.
Secondary guidance systems engaged.
It's like a breath of fresh air.